Seek to speak.
The struggle to express. I believe that people want to be remembered. We all want to be known, understood, and heard. So we find ways to put ourselves out there. We write, draw, take pictures, play music, start podcasts, make art, build elaborate installations placed in the middle of cities to be admired. We all find a canvas and leave a part of ourselves on them. And if you don't have a canvas now, you probably still haven't found it yet. There's a great sense of relief when creating something in the name of self-expression, even if it's just for you, or even if you're not ready to share it with the rest of the world. You look at the thing you just did, and then you can go like, yep, that's me right there. So the journey of self-expression is also one of self-discovery. Sometimes, however, our canvases gets dusty. We might get stuck in a creative block and none of the stuff we usually fill our canvas with comes out right. We might be missing a muse. Our pandemic-ridden days blurring into one another leaves little room for inspiration to seep through. Or we're simply too tired from work or school to have enough energy to sit down and write that proverbial book we were working on. I had this really good title for a poem about Greek mythology, and it is still just a poem because I don't know what to write for that title, you know? So it's always very frustrating when you can't find the right words, or your colors in your artwork aren't blending well, or Illustrator just isn't cooperating with you when you're trying to do a design. Sometimes these preferred avenues of self-expression stay blocked for months at a time. In the words of my favorite Australian indie rock band, Gang of Youth, what do you do if the fire goes out? My best friend Mary, who has been in Women with Words on and off, not today though, says she distracts herself, takes a break, goes for a drink with a friend, and comes back to her design assignments later. I try to get re-inspired, reading up poems or quotes of the same theme that I want to write about. If that doesn't work, I do other things, like attempt to learn Taylor Swift's Cardigan on the piano for the 1000th time. Still can't really get it right. But a lot of those times, the poems that I thought that were really good ideas never actually end up getting written. But something I've learned along the way is that my best poems are the ones that just come to me out of nowhere, 2 a.m. in the morning, writing themselves more than I write them. In the words of the spoken word poet Sarah Kay, a poem is like a fart. If you have to force it, it's probably poop. Yes, and that is the case for most works of art. But one thing about self-expression is that it is rarely ever confined to just that one canvas. If it's not doing anything for you at the moment, take a break, or don't be afraid to start another creative project. And sometimes you even surprise yourself with the things you come up or create with. And it's always exciting to discover these new facets of yourself, as well as sharing it with other people. To end, this is my short list of bodiless poem titles. 1. How do I get my Discord to stop showing me your gaming activity? 2. I name my numerical simulations after Greek gods. And 3. Food is not really a love language, but if it were, our friendship would be ... So that's it. That's all I have. Thank you very much for your attention.
Seek to speak.